We are at the end of round 10, so we're ready to change colors and move on to the next round. So when you get to your very last double crochet of this round, you're going to go into the top of the double crochet from the beginning of this round. Put your hook in there. And so before you finish that stitch, you're going to place your next color onto the hook, pull it through the top of this stitch here, and then also pull it through the top of this stitch on the right. Okay, so now we have changed the color. And I'm just going to pull these little ends here tight so I make sure that that color is going to stay. Now we're going to chain up 3, and you just continue on with your next round using your brown. Okay, and as you work this next round, which is round 11, you can go over these tails. All right, you're now going to do rounds 11 through 16 in your brown color. Just double crochet stitches all around. When you get to the end of row 16, we're going to fasten off and start our ear flaps. Okay, so I will meet you here at the end of round 16. Okay, I have completed the bottom half of the hat. I have a total of 16 rounds for the hat. This is going to fit a baby size 3 to 6 months. What we're now going to do is measure out where we want those ear flaps to start and end. So there is a more complicated way to do this that involves some math and some division, but I'm just going to show you an easier way to do it. So what I did was I placed my stitch marker here to mark the middle of the back of the hat there. And I placed some stitch markers here where I feel like the ear flaps should start. Now, if you don't have stitch markers, you can use some little scrap pieces of yarn to mark your place here on the hat. So here I counted out 18 stitches across the front, which would be where the hat will sit on the baby's head here. And then I also marked the middle of the back of the hat. Now, based on that, I know I need to count over 9 stitches this way and 9 stitches this way, which gives me a total of 18. And then based on where I put this, that means that I now have 7 stitches to work with before I get to the back of the hat, 7 stitches that are going to start my ear flap, if that makes sense, okay? So what you can do now, because I know this is the front for the forehead, I'm now going to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and place my stitch marker there. So now I know the width of my ear flap is only going to be 7 inches wide as I started here, okay? And you can do the same thing on this side. So this is the front of the hat. You can count back 7 stitches, and that's the width of your ear flap, okay? So next, we're going to start the ear flaps.